was at 12, but we did it for 9. Been talking at my back, but that's the only way to see a the spine. Popping it, my the bust, I'm really on my wrist, cause a value in time. Tommy know it figure, yeah, we got a Tommy in this good figure. Feel like a peasant turning cause a violate, we gonna live a Rico figure. Money toss, then we're checking the price. No, I might really highly reconsider. I cannot take me no selfies, life that I live in, I swear they can fit in no picture.
Let me get up in here. What's up, you guys? Your girl is in the building. And I see we already got some people up in here. What's up, Illuminated Pro? What's good? Thank you for being here. Y'all let me know if my mic is tripping. It looks like we good. But thank you for coming. And we got Ashley in the building. What's up, girl? How you guys doing tonight? Thank you for coming to hang with me. And if you're new here, I'm Brandi, and welcome to Talking Movies with Brandi. And we chilling. We talking movies tonight. We talking some movie news too, because it's a lot going on in Hollywood. I swear it's like every single week there's something different in the news about who's on board with AI now. So we gonna talk about it. But what you guys been watching? Let me know what y'all been watching. I watched a Peacock original. Oh my gosh. It is a movie called Strung. Have you heard of Strung? Ooh, wait, Strung. Strung. It was. I'm still processing it, y'all. I was like, what is happening? But it was cool though. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was very entertaining. I didn't see where it was going because I didn't watch the trailer. See, had I watched the trailer, I would have been mad. They gave away so much in the trailer. Oh, thank you, Ash. Sound great, looking gorgeous. Thank you, girl. Much appreciated. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. We be chilling, we be illin'. That's what's up, IP. I feel you. Widow's Bay. What is Widow's Bay? Never heard of Widow's Bay. I'm assuming it's a movie. And Scary Movie 6, that's right. You just had a birthday and burnt down the movie theater. I love it. It's your birthday. How are we going to celebrate? We're going to go to the movie theaters. I'm so here for it. So tell me how you felt about Scary Movie 6. Personally, I thought it was kind of meh. I mean, we talked about it, but we're going to talk about it here too. But I thought it was kind of meh. It was like, it was cool. It was entertaining. It was fun. Will I ever watch it again? No. No. Never. Not ever. Toy Story 5 and Obsession. Oh, I haven't seen Toy Story 5 yet. Hopefully I can see it soon. I've been waiting for my husband to see it. So I've been hearing mixed things. Some people are like, pack it up already. And some people are like, it was amazing. It's one of the best ones in the franchise. So I'm going to go see it and see how it is for myself. See, Ashley loved it. I love it. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Have you seen all of them, Ashley? Let me know. But yeah, so Strong was good. Don't get me wrong. Strong was really good, but it had some issues, but it was shot really, really well. I thought it was beautiful. I mean, the mocha and chocolate skin tones was just, mwah. I was like, yes, come through with the cinematography, Strong. You know what I'm saying? They really did a great job with cinematography. No complaints there whatsoever. And the story was solid. They had some twists and turns, but it just, I don't know. It was a little freaked out. some you little some little sex scenes, you know what I'm saying? I was a little freaked out, but it was really good. I liked Strung. They just had some technical issues with the audio that kind of snatched me out of the movie, and I'm gonna rewatch the ending because I was kind of back and forth, pausing it, trying to tend to my daughter, which may have messed with my experience a little bit. But hey, the life of parenting, right? So yeah, it's the best one. Yo, okay. Now that's hard for me to digest because I love the first three so much. And I just have a hard time believing that something can top those. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Scary Movie was bad. I laughed more in other movies. Jokes felt forced and not in a cute way. I feel you on that. It was like a melting pot. It felt like it wasn't a cohesive movie. It felt like a bunch of skits thrown into a movie. You know what I'm saying? And they did what they chose to do, and that's cool. That's their right. But I just wasn't really feeling it. I really like Scary Movie 2. Like, if we can get something like Scary Movie 2, I'm with that. That's my favorite one in the franchise. What is your favorite scary movie? If you've seen Scary Movie, what is your favorite scary movie? I'm curious. Widow's Bay is in all the rage right now. Really? You done said the magic words, baby. Apple TV. Apple TV is where it's at. You hear me? I love Apple TV, and yet I don't want to pay for it. But if there was a streaming service that I would pay for, it would be that one. Thriller comedy series. Oh, it's a series. Okay. Feels like Coen Brothers. I love the Coen Brothers. They did Fargo, right? Meets Tim Burton and David Lynch. Oh my gosh. That sounds peak. That sounds epic. So is it? Hi Mia. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, Mia. How you been? What you been watching? We talking movies. But thank you. Number two as well. Yeah, number two, I just rewatched Toy Story 2 actually. And Toy Story 2, like they put their whole leg, forget their foot, they put their whole body into Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 was something really, really special. I mean, because we had these epic moments. We had these, Woody gets stolen, and then we have like the Woody's repair. We're introduced to a piece of Woody's past. And then we have like the toy store and Malibu Barbie and tour guide Barbie, which I love when she was like, "They're minute there, Sarah Sentados, por favor," or whatever, because that's so Disney, right? And then the do Buzz Lightyear with the anti-gravity thing, and then the airport luggage. Man, they went all out for Toy Story 2. That was a hard one to top, but I also love Toy Story 3 for sure. Literally any other scary movie was better. I feel you, IP. I feel you. Superhero movie was better by far. I've never seen that one. I don't know if I should even go back and watch it either, because I wonder if that was like you had to have been there type of a thing. I might though. I saw it on Plex, I think, the other day, and I was like, "What is this?" So, yeah, scary movie was whatever. But I'm glad they made their money. They crossed over 200 million, I think. So I'm happy for them. I'm so happy for them. But people in my theater showing, they were howling. I felt so sad for myself cuz I was like, I came here with the right mindset. I was here for a good time. But, and I had a decent time, don't get me wrong. It had its moments, but overall I was like, this wasn't funny. I didn't get a good laugh. But I did think that the church scene was hilarious, which I kind of felt bad for the guy that they were making fun of. And I was like, dang, I thought they were only going to make fun of movies and like actors and stuff like that. But they were making fun of regular people. Like that guy, the I'm not gay no more. I like women, 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 women. They made fun of him. And I was like, dang. Poor guy. I was like, man, he probably was like, man. But I'm curious if he saw it and has anything to say. I might have to look that up. Free trial, nah, period. I'm definitely gonna have to get an Apple TV free trial because I want to watch Widow's Bay. That sounds good. And y'all know, I've been telling y'all I'm itching to watch TV shows like The Bear is in its fifth and final season, so I can finally start it. Because I refuse. I'm not watching shows that are new. They need to be done, and I can be patient. So the Bear's finally over. The fifth and final season is up. So now I can get started. Because how you not leaving me on no cliffhangers, having me all stressed out for a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, just to turn around and say, "Oh, sorry guys, we're not gonna do the final season. Production didn't green light it." Oh my gosh, I'll be ready to just. I can't. Oh wait a minute, we already saw that. So yeah, that's what's going on over here. But listen, what's going on in Hollywood right now is kind of crazy. So the cool kid on the block, the coolest kid on the block, A24, has decided to partner with Google's AI DeepMind or Deep Think, Deep something. What is it called? But they have a partnership with them, and people are not happy. Everybody, every single post that I see about it, people are in the comments. They are so mad, and I can't even disagree because it's like A24 has built such a strong reputation on being the place that we can go to get original movies, like pure cinema. And then to say that you're partnering with Google's AI and Google's paying them like $75 million, even though they're not saying that they're going to use it in filmmaking, like the whole purpose is to use it in the pre production process of filmmaking. So far, this is the picture that I have put together when it comes to AI in Hollywood. So they want Google wants A24's filmmaking process. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for access to A24's filmmaking framework. What's the filmmaking process from start to finish, because they're going to use that information to teach their AI tools and software and stuff. So there's that, and in exchange, A24 gets access to the deep mind. And I'm like, what do you need access for? If you're not going to use it in your movies, what do you need access for, right? So they are under fire, and everyone is saying, forget A24. They are no longer the cool kids on the block. We are rocking with Neon. And I'm like, that's what's up. Neon has been dropping some good stuff lately, but it's just like, wow, but it's everywhere. It's like, at where do you draw the line? Because in a minute we're not going to be able to watch movies that are untouched by AI. Netflix and not Lionsgate, they're already dabbling their toes in it. And who else was it? Martin Scorsese, he wants to use it for the pre-production process. He wants to use it for the storyboarding process, which eliminates the storyboard artist's job. You know what I'm saying? Which is the thing that people have a problem with. They're like, no, we need humans in the art spaces. But they're saying we're not trying to replace humans. We just want to we want to help streamline our pre-production process, which Ron Howard, one of the directors of the or creators of the Grinch movie, he said he wants to use it to help him prepare the script before handing it over to the script writer. So not replacing any jobs, but using it to help during the pre-production process. But honestly, y'all, it's everywhere. And they're getting some of the biggest production companies and biggest names in Hollywood on board. So, everybody that's like anti-AI, I'm like, there's gonna be nowhere to run in a minute unless you're just gonna swear off new movies. You know what I'm saying? Illuminated process seems like a horrible idea. Tell me why. I want to hear. AI is definitely taking over. There's no question about it. I just literally saw a production company out here in Vegas advertising their services for being able to create full blown AI like commercial videos. And I'm like, top to bottom. It's a new world, and we have to find our place in it, I guess. It's just very interesting, to say the least, because I think that this is just going to spread and spread and spread. This partnership with A24 and so many, like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they're like, Ben Affleck has been working on some kind of AI company for at least a year now to provide pre production tools. And it's like, is that so bad? Is it? And if you think so, that's fine. I'm just curious, like, is it so bad to say this will help us in the pre-production process? My thing is, as a creative, I'm here for tools that help, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? If it's going to cost people jobs, I don't think that's cool. But that's just the nature of advancements in technology. The people who used to operate horse and carriages, they were out of jobs when cars came along. The people who handled things by way of the phone and whatnot before the computers came along, like, jobs are always lost in the name of the advancement of technology, as well as the impact on the environment. Our cars, our computers, Wi-Fi, cell phones, they all have environmental and health implications. You know what I'm saying? Impact. So it's here though. And I'm not saying we can't do anything about it. People are fighting back. People are like, if this is the type of time you on A24, we out. If this what you talking about, Martin Scorsese, I'm not watching your stuff. That's what people are saying. But in reality, are they just gonna, say that online and still go watch it? Probably, because that's usually what happens. Well, like I was saying, it's because I don't know exactly what A24 is trying to do with Google's tools, but they want the $75 million they got first of all, and they want access to their tools. But I'm like, to do what with them? But I'm assuming probably the same thing everybody else wants to do. They want to help streamline their pre-production process, because when you're working with, like, so for Martin Scorsese, when you're working with a storyboard artist, that can take so much time to get it right. Lots of back and forth, lots of drafts. It can take months, if not, who knows? Depends on, the extent, it depends on how much work it is. But, I think everyone's trying to shorten the pre-production process because it saves money. At the end of the day, it comes down to money, IP. It's just everybody wants to save a dollar, especially when some of these movies are bombing left and right, or tanking. Let me say that before I get flagged. Been using it to help me with story ideas, but even then, as far as creative ingenuity, I agree. So that's why I say, as a creative, I'm not that mad at it, because it's like, it's a tool. But if the environmental impact when it comes to our water is true, and when it comes to jobs being replaced like storyboard artists is true, that's where I'm like, I don't know. But it is a helpful and useful tool. And I'm willing to bet a lot of the people that are screaming FAI use it. You know what I'm saying? They use it for their flyers or to help with an outline. It's a very useful and effective tool. But how far do we want to go with this? You know? So far, everybody is saying, they're saying, no, 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 we're not going to take anybody's jobs. But I'm like, we'll see. I feel like this is the test. This is the inch before people start taking a mile. And frankly, everyone doesn't feel the same. I have a homeboy who is all for it, all about it, encourages AI all day long, has all the tools. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people that are like, no, I don't use it. I never have, never will. It remains to be seen. But I'm willing to bet you we're going to have a full AI movie in theaters in the next 5 years. But see, here's the thing. AMC, they said a few months ago that because there's an animated AI film that they were like, look, y'all put that out, we're not going to distribute it. So the theaters also have a say. AMC, Cinemark, independent theaters, Regal, they have a say in whether or not they want to distribute it. So we'll see. People are fighting back. And I'm, like I said, I'm not mad at either side. I don't really have a dog in this fight, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want people losing their jobs, but, and I'm not watching an AI movie. It's not happening. But I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm just curious to see if they can keep it under control. And we really can, hold on to people's jobs. I'm just gonna go work at Good Burger and live in the 90s. And I ain't even mad. Half the time I don't even, like, I watch new movies, but I don't watch a whole lot of them. Like, I be missing a lot of them because my thing is what they're putting out is already not great. Not everything. Like there's gems here and there, but for the most part, everything is just kind of mid as it is. And I'm like, if you guys are going to use these tools and still produce this mediocre stuff, then what's the point? Like now you're saving money, but we're still not satisfied as an audience. I feel like their time would be better suited just spending it trying to figure out how to get back to more original stories, and just making better films. Like, forget these tools. Like, I mean, if you want to use them, whatever, that's your business. But I'm like, while y'all are making all these partnerships and so on and so forth, like, why don't you focus on making better movies? Even the movies have been pretty cool lately. Like I really enjoyed Pressure. I did enjoy Power Ballad. I had to rewatch Power Ballad. It didn't, I don't know, the sound in the theater was different from my sound at home. And it just hit different at home. And I love Power Ballad. I love it. That could be on repeat. I really enjoyed Power Ballad. I wonder when it's coming to streaming. And then what else was good? I'm blanking. But it's a handful. That's my point. It's a handful of movies. Oh, The Furious and Obsession. Oh, both of those are amazing. So we have some good stuff here and there. I just feel like these tools are going to make creators in Hollywood like just more lazy, you know? And I don't think we're going to get better movies out of the deal. Illuminated Pro said, tell them AMC and update your freaking seats. What do you mean update the you talking about remodeling? No, period. Absolutely. See, that's why I'm a Regal girly. I love AMC's subscription services. I think they're great. I think they are arguably the best in the business because of including those premium formats. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? But when you only have two locations in my city and those locations are just, I don't know, AMC at Town Square, I just feel like it ought to be ashamed of itself because their bathrooms are dirty, their seats are so old in some of the auditoriums. The only auditoriums that are actually kind of cool are the Dolby and the IMAX. I'm not seeing everything in Dolby and IMAX. And they have these old 1992 stadium seats. And I'm like, do better at Town Square. It's a premium location, but they also don't have great parking. And if it's raining, forget about it. You can't get inside of the theater without having to deal with the outdoor elements in Vegas. No, 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 no. Not with the windstorms and rain and the heat that is melting us right now. No, that's why I love Regal. We have 7 or so locations out here. uh they all of their locations, I think except one, are updated with recliners in all of the auditoriums. They're updating their lobbies. Regal destroys AMC in Vegas for sure. Ashley said 100%. No, seriously, it's a mess. And I'm like, nah, no, thank you. So that's what's going on with AI in Hollywood. I'm just kind of watching it. It's one of those stories that I'm really interested in. And I'm just like, let's see where you guys go with this. What are you guys gonna do? And I just get the feeling the next step is visual effects. Hands down. My favorite Star Wars movie is episode 3. I love it. When Obi-Wan and he turned into Darth Vader, when Anakin turned into, I loved all of that when he went and crossed over. But yeah, that's my favorite one. What's your favorite one, Jack? So yeah, I'm following this whole AI and Hollywood. Period. This whole AI and Hollywood story. Did you like the Mando and Grogu? Did you see it? I haven't seen it yet. Um, but yeah, I just get the feeling that visual effects is next. And that eliminates a lot of jobs. A lot. I mean, you ever look at the credits and how many people are involved in VFX on a movie? That's where I think it's inevitable. I think it's happening. I think it's happening. Neither. The show is amazing though. Oh, okay. I haven't seen anything past the first 6 episodes. Should I? Should I catch up on the Star Wars? Let me know, Jack. So, what else is going on? Oh, who watched the Magic School Bus growing up? That's another thing that's going on. They are producing a Magic School Bus live action movie starring Elizabeth Banks as Miss Frizzle. When I first saw it, I was like, huh? But then I saw Elizabeth Banks and I was like, I love her. And I think she would be a great Miss Frizzle. So I can kind of get on board with that. Oh, you don't, oh, you don't know what the Magic School Bus is? That's cool. I get it. But the Magic School Bus was a cartoon that I watched growing up. And there was this quacky teacher, Miss Frizzle. Like she had orange hair and she always had on all these colors. And she's like a science teacher, I think. But she would take her students on unauthorized field trips. And it's a magic school bus. So they get on the school bus and the school bus can do all kind of stuff. My personal favorite episode, and honestly the only episode I can really remember, if I'm being totally transparent, is the one where they get in the school bus, it does its magic thing, and they go inside one of the students' mouths while the student is eating lunch so that we can explore the digestive system. That was like the magic school bus. It was so cool. But now that I think about it, it's kind of nuts. Miss Frizzle was out of pocket and probably should be incarcerated. You did? Did you like the Magic School Bus IP? Yeah, I think the movie could be cool. But, now I'm wondering like is it going to be visual effects? Is it going to be AI? Like who knows, right? But I think it has potential to be fun, but I'm just curious to see what they're going to do and how it's going to translate in a movie. But I'm seated cuz I loved the Magic School Bus. Jack said my favorite show growing up was called The what? The Aquabats? I've never heard of that. Never met anyone else who watched it. Yeah, that's one of those. That's a what do you say? How they say it? That's a deep pool. I forget how they say it, but I've never heard of that one. That's like Mother Goose Treasury. I don't know if anyone that has ever seen it. Every time I say, "Oh, like, did you watch the Mother Goose Treasury?" They're like, "What is that?" Oh man, I love it. Please follow you. You oh, thank you, Jack. So, what else going? Blair Witch Project. That's coming. They are rebooting the Blair Witch Project, and I'm like, who asked for this? But I think I'm seated though, because the Blair Witch Project was groundbreaking. I was there when it happened, like when it opened in the theaters, all the things. But I wonder what they're gonna do, different. But I don't know, these horror movies nowadays are like next level. And I've changed since I had a baby and it sucks. Like that's one of the things that happened to me that was totally unexpected. I just can't handle horror movies like I used to. And I'm like, what happened? I was like a horror fanatic and I still am. It's my favorite genre. Love horror, but I mean, Smile had me ready to leave the theater. And I was like, why am I tripping? I know this is a little scary, but not for me. Not not me. you know. Have you ever watched the what trilogy? The Cornetto trilogy? No, never heard of that. What is that? Beatrix Potter? What you mean, IP? What's that? So yeah, I mean, oh, I be so stressed out. Every time a horror movie comes out, I have to ask a million questions. I be all over like when Obsession came out, I was in a few different people's lives. I was like, tell me what Obsession is about. Is there any like crazy seances or is it paranormal? It's paranormal that's the problem. For some reason, I can't handle paranormal ever since I had a baby. I don't get it. Obsession was a lot. I don't know if I could watch it again. See, I could get with Obsession, but I didn't scream. I wouldn't say I screamed, but I was like, one of like I did that in the theater, and I was so embarrassed because it legit made me jump out of my skin. I was like, see, I just need to watch this stuff at home. But if I watch it at home, then I'm gonna have nightmares because I've turned into just a big old baby. I'm like a wuss now when it comes to horror movies, and it makes me so sad. So I want to be seated for Blair Witch, but will I be able to? I don't know. I don't know. Peter Rabbit. I know. Why does that sound so familiar? Maybe, maybe. I have not seen Fall, Ashley, but look, they have a Fall 2 coming out. So I have to watch Fall now. I hadn't even heard of Fall, but now that I've heard of it, I want to watch it. What is it about? I still don't know what it's about. Is it I mean, I would imagine it's about somebody climbing and there's an impending fall or something. I wonder if it's anything like that movie with oh, I'm blanking on his name. James Franco. When he was it 127 hours or something. I wonder if it's anything like that because those type of movies are very stressful. Oh my gosh. Really? It was oh my gosh, you guys are make I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it. What's up, Blue? How you doing, man? Welcome in. So you guys, I'm gonna be going live on TikTok now. I'm more often for sure. We should have a watch party for fall. Let me see where it's streaming because depending on where it's streaming, we just might. All of my watch parties are on Discord now, and you can find it on any of my channels that has the link tree link. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The link is there. And join my Discord because that's where we do them now. Because I can actually show the movie. That was always the problem with the watch parties was trying to stay together. Especially with poor Illuminator Pro in Michigan. He would be getting I should laugh, but he would be getting commercials and I don't have a commercial. So he would be behind. It was just a mess. And I was like, forget this. But yeah, you know what? I will do one if I can show it on whatever wherever it's streaming. We will do that. I'll watch it with y'all. Trapped on a tower, like on the outside of a tower. Oh no. Oh no. My thing is, why were they up there though? But don't tell me. I'll find out when I watch it. But yeah, like how does that even happen? I guess very carefully. What you been watching lately, Blue? You guys let me know what you guys have been watching lately. I know IP said Toy Story 5 and Blue said that Toy Story 5 is going to ruin my childhood. I don't see how, but I will find out soon. Hopefully I'll find out Tuesday or Wednesday. I got to talk to my husband cuz I'm like I want to cuz he was like, "Oh, you guys are going to go see Toy Story. I want to go." And he was out of town and so I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been dodging spoilers left and right. Oh my gosh. I caught some of them and I was so upset. Let me look up this fall movie. Oh my gosh. No. No, this picture alone looks crazy. How did they even get what kind of tower is this? No. No, no, no. See, those don't look like my kind of activities. Those don't look like black activities to be up on the tower. Heck no. No, 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 no. Where is it streaming though? See, y'all got me curious. Ew, it's on Netflix. You guys, I really don't like Netflix. If you've been here a while, you know I don't like Netflix. And I don't like Netflix not because they controversial, they do stuff. I get that, but that's not my problem. My problem is their locked content. If you don't have a premium plan, you have to deal with locked content. And that's not cool to me because there's no other streaming service that has that problem, which makes me believe, let me say that it's not really a problem. They're talking about basically the ads that there's some kind of conflict when it comes to the advertising. So I can't watch The Wedding Planner starring Jennifer Lopez because I don't have a premium plan. Get out of here, bro. That drives me crazy when I'm like, "Oh, look at this," and there's a little stupid red lock on it, and I'm like, I'm not paying. My cell phone provider is paying for me to be here. If I paid to be here, or if somebody has paid for me to be here, why can't I have access to everything? It's not an add on, it's a regular 1990 or 2000s movie. Why can't I watch it? That irks my entire soul. No Netflix trials. There's no Netflix trial. Blue said it's two white leads for fall. Well, yeah. And see, that's one thing I had with Backrooms. I was watching Backrooms and I was enjoying it until that black man walked through that wall and then walked back into his store and decided that he was just going to go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I was like, you lost me because I just have a hard time believing. I do. I have a hard time believing that a black man is going to accidentally walk through a wall and then go back through it, back into the back rooms, and not only go back through it, but over and over and over again. That kind of took me out the movie, y'all. I was like, no, 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 no. I love Obsession. If you haven't seen Obsession, you need to watch Obsession if you like horror films because Obsession is such a think piece. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, yeah, fall. Those are not black activities. I'm not going up there. I'm not. I'm not. It's not happening. But I want to watch it. Y'all got me curious. I just don't want to watch it on Netflix because I don't like Netflix and it hurts my feelings. Though I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for Proximity Media. That is such an epic deal. Ryan Coogler's production company, epic deal to distribute their TV shows through Netflix. I'm so happy for them, but I am so personally I am livid because I don't like to turn. I do not support Netflix. I turn it on if I absolutely have to because I'm mad at them. Unlock the content and we'll be fine. But and then they keep going up on the price. And now Illuminated Pro saying they're not even offering free trials. I'm like, come on, whatever. But yeah, Obsession is such a think piece. I love Obsession. Every time people talk about it, it's like something new pops up, and I'm like, oh man, I hadn't thought about that. When I rewatched it in theaters last week or the week before or whenever it was, I realized that Bear is the one that's obsessed. And I wonder if the title is leaning towards him and not Nikki because it's his obsession that got him here. If you The opening monologue tells you everything you need to know. He was obsessed with Nikki. Anytime you say you thinking about somebody even though you don't want to, that whole monologue at the diner, if you really listen to what he's saying, Bear was 1000% obsessed with Nikki, no question. Frozen is a good free alternative to fall. I've seen Frozen. Frozen had me stressed out. Now that's a movie I don't want to watch again. I was really stressed. So it's like Frozen. Oh, I'm gonna be so stressed out, y'all. But I'm gonna watch it because you guys highly recommend it. So I'm watching it. Heck yeah, Bear is the villain. And anybody that walks around right now saying that Bear is not the villain, they get the side eye so hard. I think it's so funny. I was in a live the other night and this guy was like, no, 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 Bear's not the villain. He was just a nice, shy guy. And, he couldn't really communicate his feelings. And everybody in that live was like, uh, sir, he definitely was the villain. And they pointed to all the things because it was beyond his shyness, or to me, his cowardice, not so much his shyness. Bro was a coward. But it was so many other things. I don't want to spoil it, for people who haven't seen it, but Bear was 100% the villain. Don't give me this shy guy crap. He was definitely the villain, no question. He knew she was suffering. The more knowledge he got and the more he just went along with it and he selfishly just wanted to make it less crazy for himself, knowing that she had lost control of herself and she wasn't herself. F Bear. Seriously. Tons of red flags. Yes. Bear, and even at the end, when he was gonna finally do that, that still was a self-serving act that he wasn't even gonna go through with. Like, F Bear. He was such a ooh, ooh. See, you gotta rewatch Obsession to catch a lot of these things, but man, Bear sucked big time. So, you guys, there's movies coming out, and I'm excited. I gotta catch up on last week, but there are movies coming out. So right now, these are the ones I haven't seen. Plus, I haven't seen Toy Story, but Supergirl is out, and I'm hearing mixed reviews. Who's seen Supergirl? Because everyone that I see, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's mid," and there's some people calling the girl ugly, and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, can't we calm down? Like, what is that about?" They're like, "Oh, no, she's ugly," and I'm like, "What?" And then they're just saying it's more the dog, like they're relying on the dog, and how everyone loves crypto, and they're not, I don't know, it seems they talking about it's unbalanced, I guess. Super Hurl. Did you watch it, Illuminated Pro? Let me know. Let me know. But I want to see it because I liked her little cameo at the end of Superman 2025. That was like one of the best parts of the movie because I did not like Superman at all. Well, not at all, but for the most part, I was like, this is a cheese fest. It just wasn't for me. I'm happy for the comic book lovers, the Superman lovers who thought it was amazing. I love that for them. But for me, I was like, ugh, turn it off. And I was so disappointed because I wanted to love it. You didn't mean it like that. You didn't mean it like what? No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm hearing mixed and negative reviews too. But for the first time today, I heard a very positive one, so there's hope. But I watch movies and I'll, take away what my experience was. But hopefully it's all right. You thought it was fun? I guess it had its moments, but overall wasn't for me. I was not the target audience, which is weird because I loved all of the other Supermans in the last 10 years or so. I guess Zack Snyder's, but I like the one with Brandon Roth. I like the one with Henry. Is it Cavill or Cavill? I never know which one is right. But I loved his, so I guess I liked Zack Snyder's Superman. I think there were key things that I didn't like about the Superman movie. One of them was I did not feel the love for Lois. You know what I'm saying? Like in the other ones. I'm not saying he didn't love her. I'm saying it wasn't hitting like the other ones. The other ones were like, I don't know, it was just passion and it was deep. Like he loved Lois down. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this one, especially in the beginning when he left after that argument. Because my thing is this, it wasn't a good introduction for this new Superman. He comes home, she comes home, he's cooking for her, which is cute. He presses this interview. Oh, I'm ready for the interview. I'm ready for the interview. She interviews him and then he cops the damn attitude and leaves. That's not the Superman I know. That's not the Superman I love. No, you lost me already because this Superman is an asshole. And he does not love Lois the way that the other Supermans love Lois. They would have never left. They would have made everything, they would have said it all, they would have been straight before the night was out. But I was like, left? Excuse me. Where is he going? Because that is not the Superman I know. Nobody saw Superman Returns, but I liked it. You talking about the one with that's the one. That's one of the ones I'm talking about. The ones with Brandon Roth, Brandon something, and Kevin Spacey. I liked it. I know they dogged it when it came out, but I liked it But yeah, I just couldn't get with this Superman. And I tried. I did. I tried. But that's a hard sell for me. We already are coming off the heels of a Superman that I love with Henry, right? And like epic action scenes. They tore the whole city up fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come from that and the way that he loved Lois to this emotionally immature Superman. I just can't get with it. That's not, I don't like that Superman. He was a jerk to me. And I didn't think that just wasn't a good introduction. We didn't get off on the right foot. And we never got back to it. Because then when him and Lois, when they were having their conversation as that fight was going on outside the window, the fight took me completely out of their conversation. So I still don't even know what they talked about to this day, because the two times I watched it, I was totally distracted. So, is Hulk 2003 the one with Ed Norton? Cuz I love that. And that's one thing that hurts my feelings, is Ed Norton not continuing to play the Hulk. But Mark Ruffalo, he stole our hearts. But when he when he hit us with the "That's the secret, I'm always angry" in the first Avengers movie, and just, I was like, yes, I'm sold. I'm okay with it now. But it took me up until that point to like get on board with him, but I was able to get on board. I thought he was a good character. He was a good portrayal for the Hulk, but I really loved Ed Norton's The Incredible Hulk. Oh gosh. See, I don't think oh, sorry, excuse me. Have I seen the Hulk with Eric Bana? Was that the one when the angrier he got, the bigger and greener he got? And he had that moment where he was like jumping and flying across the mountains when he got upset or something and had to go away? If it was that one, I fell asleep on that one so many times. Maybe I should rewatch it. But I personally love The Incredible Hulk. Oh my gosh. The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. That one was my fave. And Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler plays innocent so well, doesn't she? She really does. The jumpy, angry one. Maybe I should rewatch it. I was really young when I watched that one and I was just bored and I fell asleep. Straight up, fell asleep, knocked out. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's coming to theaters. Millions and Monsters is finally coming to theaters, guys. I've been waiting. My daughter is obsessed with the trailer. She just will watch it on repeat. She loves the trailer. But I'm kind of excited for it now. I've seen the trailer like 1,000 times. But yeah, they're conjuring up monsters to make a movie. I think that's cute. And then Angel Studios is producing Young Washington. I wonder if there's going to be like some kind of Christian angle to this, but this is basically, the first president before, you know, his battle experiences and stuff. But what I'm excited for, for my solo movie experience is to go see Citizen Kane in theaters on the 5th. So Millions and Monsters is available as early as July 1st. And then Young Washington is on the 3rd, and then Citizen Kane is on the 5th. And this is a Fathom event, so it's not going to work with any subscription. But I only saw Citizen Kane once, but I loved it. I loved it so much. And I want to see that in theaters. I think that would be so cool to see Citizen Kane in theaters. So I'm going to go see that. I'm going to use one of my tickets because I got a ticket. They mess up. Oh, I had, my seat was broken at a Regal. And I was like, hey, so my seat was broken. And they were like, oh, okay, cool. Here's a ticket. And I was like, thank you. You can use it for Fathom events. I was like, bet. But yeah, I want to see Citizen Kane for sure. Hopefully, my husband doesn't work. I watched some Hallmark movies last week. Don't yell at me. I would never. Do you understand that last year I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole with Hallmark movies. There's these movies called Love on the Danube, Danube. It's three of them. It's three of them. They are Hallmark movies, and I loved them. I'm here for a Hallmark movie, a Lifetime movie. I watch all kinds of stuff. Movies that are made for TV. I watch a lot of stuff. I'm not a prude when it comes to movies. I'm not like, it doesn't come to the cinema. It's not cinema. No. I will watch LMN, Lifetime, Hallmark. Everybody yelling at you. What did you watch? Because they're not the same. I've noticed that there is a difference between Hallmark movies, Lifetime movies, and then your traditional movies that hit the cinema. It's the way that they film them. I think that they're dealing with a shorter shooting schedule, filming schedule. Let me say that. I'm trying to get flagged in these places. They deal with shorter filming schedules. That's evident because their shots are so simple. Like their angles, they literally, if someone's having a conversation, it's switching back and forth between the same composed image. And I think they film at a higher shutter speed. So traditionally, here's a little film knowledge for you. So traditionally, a movie is filmed at 24 frames per second. If you want to get technical, it's 23.98 frames per second, meaning pictures. Because if you a camera can't capture actual video. All it can do is capture pictures. But when you put the pictures together, then it simulates movement. But all cameras are capturing pictures. So 24 pictures per second. That's typically how the movies that we see in the cinema are filmed because that's what it's closest to how we perceive the world. It's natural for our eyes to watch a movie at 24 frames per second. That's what they figured out. So that's like the standard. But then when you bump it up to 30 frames, the camera's getting more information. Like the higher the number of frames per second, the more information that's coming in. But it changes the playback. You know what I'm saying? You get more flexibility, but it shifts a little bit. And that's the difference. You can always see the difference. You may not know what you're looking at, but I know what it is. They have a higher shutter speed and a higher frame rate. That's the problem. The problem. But that's why they look different. And I wonder why they film it like that. But I think they do that because those movies are made for TV, and news broadcasts and stuff, they tend to shoot at like 30 frames per second. Why they do that, I don't know, but yeah, it's interesting. But they're just not as interesting visually because they're, like I said, their shot selections are not interesting. They just it's really simple. But if you have a good story, I'm here for it. It's fine. Just entertain me. I'm straight. I liked All of My Heart and The Most Wonderful Time of the Year a lot. Are these Christmas movies? Oh no, don't ban him. Oh my gosh. I hate when this happens. Like I go to click remove from the broadcast and then it accidentally hits ban and I'm like, "No, don't ban Illuminated Pro." But The Most Wonderful Time of the Year, is that a Christmas movie? Is it Christmas in June? They're going to have their Christmas in July next month. My mama's going to be watching that. She's always watching that. Christmas in Evergreen. They all see their, yep, Christmas under wraps. I just said this before I read it. Christmas in June. The Christmas music, they're cute though. They're so heartwarming. Especially if you're not feeling like Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies. Well, not Lifetime, but Hallmark movies are great for the soul when you are in the dumps, straight up, because we are always going to end on a good note. Whatever bad thing that happens, it's not that terrible. It's very feel good. They're bright, they're colorful. You know what I'm saying? They tend to be lighthearted and funny. I'm it has its place. When I want to watch crazy, crazy people thrillers, Lifetime Element, that's where it's at. But if I want some feel good stuff, Hallmark is a good pick, okay? So yeah, they have some great Christmas movies, but I haven't watched a Hallmark movie in a minute. But if you like romance, check out Love on the Danube. I loved all three of them. All three of them. They were all different, but they were taking place in the same areas. But it was like three different couples that we were following. And that third one made me actually cry. I was like, oh my gosh. I was crying. It was just so heartwarming. I loved it. But I love me a good Hallmark movie. Don't even trip. Let me screenshot these because when the time comes, your girl's gonna watch them. Okay, we don't discriminate here. All right. I like how it's 60 y'all in here, but only Illuminated Pro is talking. But that's cool. That's cool. So look, summer movie deals are still going on. If you didn't know, now you know. Regal is having their Summer Movie Express. It's been going on all month. $1 movies. It'll be $3.50 if you get your ticket online, but $1 movies. They have these cute little snack packs for the kids. The parents buy them all the time. Every time we go, snack packs be everywhere. It's popcorn, these little fruit snacks, and a drink, and it's only like $5. But that's going on. They have different movies every week. Usually they're showing two different movies every week. So check those out. And then and they do them Monday through Thursday in the morning. They're all in the morning during the week, and understandably so. Some are blockbusters for the weekend. They you can't have them on the weekend. And then Cinemark, they have theirs, which is $1.75 movies. We haven't um been to one of these yet, but Wednesdays they do theirs, and they have a bunch of stuff. I hope did I miss K-pop? I still want to see K-pop Demon Hunters. I haven't seen it yet, but we got to check those out. And that's going on until August. And then AMC finally joined the party last week, late. And they have, tickets are a little more expensive because, AMC is bougie. And $3 tickets, but they have a snack pack of some sort as well. I don't know if we're gonna go because AMC gets on my nerves. It's a whole. It's too much. They doing too much. I just So probably won't be checking them out, but Mondays and Wednesdays in the morning. So that's the Summer Movie Express stuff that's going on. Put y'all on. Gotta put y'all on. These are available in my Discord. I always post my like deals, movie deals, graphics and stuff like that. They're in my Discord. Same with the free movies that are streaming. I'll have a fresh list next month, but some of these might be leaving. So, check these out. They could be leaving soon. You never know. Every month it's a new batch, basically. I actually watched Speed a few days ago. It was so great to rewatch Speed. That movie is freaking epic. It is epic. Oh my gosh, I love Speed so much. Have you guys seen Speed? But these will be not all of them, but some of them may be leaving. But it may be your last chance. So check those out. And same with Pluto TV. Free stuff, free stuff. Because who wants to pay for streaming? I don't. That's why I have my physical media collection, which I am about to be diving into. I just don't know where to start. I kind of want to start with Love and Basketball. I want to start with my criterions. I have 3 criterions, and I kind of want to jump into those. As you said, I'm paying attention. You see Speed Racer. I have not seen Speed Racer, and people were raving about it. And I'm like, dang, am I missing out? Because I've never seen it like at all. But there was an IMAX experience that was in theaters recently, and everybody was talking about how so great, how it was so great. And I was like, word? Never even seen this movie. Is it a children's movie? I'm sure. I'm sure. Let me see. Siri. All in my mouth. Wasn't even talking to you. Fizzy Meaty? What is that? Let's see. Speed Racer. Is this a children's movie? It's a family movie. Oh, like family action. Who's in it? Susan Sarandon. I know her. John Goodman's in it. Very cool. Love him. And other people, I don't know. But if it's worth watching, I'll check it out for sure. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get going. My husband been gone for a week. You hear me? A week. And before that, it was like 4 days. So you might as well say he's been gone a week and a half. He left for 4 days, came home for one day, and then we spent half the day working. And then he took off the next morning. So I'm about to go hang out with him. Speed Racer is Coco Bonds. Never heard that phrase, but it sounds like a good thing. I would just assume it's a good thing. So I'm gonna let y'all know I'm moving my live streams to TikTok. So that's where you will find me live, at least. And if I come back here, I'll tell you about it. But as of right now, I'm moving them to TikTok. So that's where the lives will be happening now. So it's been great. It's been so great hanging out with y'all. And I hope we continue to hang out. It's not like goodbye, but it's kind of like goodbye to YouTube, at least for now. So I'll see y'all over there. But and I'll announce it every time I go live. Of course, just keep an eye on my stories. Have I seen Supergirl? I have not seen Supergirl. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't tell you what I think. But when I do see it, I'm gonna see it this week. So I'll be live when I see it. I'm gonna go live before I see it and after. So we'll talk about it then, Phil. But that's what's up. But yeah, keep an eye on my TikTok. That's where I will be live, and it'll be like daily. It's gonna be an interesting transition. But this has been great, and y'all are so amazing. I love you guys so much. You know that. I love y'all down. So I'll see y'all over there. That's what's up, Phil. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll definitely be live tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So check that out on TikTok. But I will see y'all when I see y'all. I'll see y'all on TikTok in the morning for sure. And y'all have an amazing evening. I'm definitely going to have an amazing evening. Yeah. So bye, y'all.